Hey friends, I put together this short flow to work on those tight spots, at least for me, neck, shoulders, and back. So grab your mats and let's do this. All right, so we're gonna start in child's pose today. Bring those toes to touch, spread the knees wide, and then walk your hands all the way down the middle of the mat. Bring and lower your chest down towards the ground. Take a few breaths to settle in wherever you're coming from, or even if you're just starting the day, align your mind and body here from the start. And today we're going to make this an active child's pose. So you're going to come up onto the fingertips, biceps lift off of the mat, and walk your hands forward so that your arms are nice and straight if they're not already. And what this does is really start to stretch those shoulders. I can already feel it. Continue to breathe here and send those hips down towards the feet. And then slowly walk the hands back towards the shoulders. And we're going to come up to all fours. From here, we're transitioning to puppy pose, which is one of my all-time favorites after the workday of sitting down at a computer. So again, walk your hands down the middle of the mat. Let your chest fall down towards the ground. And here your knees are under the hips, so sometimes we sink back. But really see if you can let the chest bring everything down towards the earth, down towards the ground. And again, what did I tell you? We're doing the shoulders today, so you'll definitely start to feel it. And also in your back, the upper middle back is targeted here in this position. So, when we sit all day driving or working at the desk, we're really hunching our upper middle back, and so this counteracts it here. Beautiful, one more breath. And then carefully walk those hands back, plant the hands underneath the shoulders, and push back up to all fours. All right, from here, cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly. Chin looks up, and then exhale, curl the spine and the tailbone. Chin comes to chest. So keep going on your own breath. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. And then exhale, curl the spine. And I want you to really articulate every single vertebra here, getting full motion in your spine. If you want to get funky with it, if that's calling your name today, you can take some neck circles, maybe some bigger circles in the hips. We really just want to bring some motion and movement in. So wherever you are, do about 2 more cycles. Cat-cow. And then meet back in neutral. From here, we're going to keep that left hand planted on the mat, then inhale, sweep that right arm up, stretch those fingertips towards the sky, and then exhale, sweep the right arm underneath the left armpit, and your cheek comes to mat. From here, you can keep that left hand planted underneath the shoulder, or you can stretch it straight out and up above your head, just like we've been doing in child's and puppy pose. Sometimes thread the needle just feels so good. It's a gentle twist, and also, again, targeting your shoulders. And then carefully walk that top hand back down underneath your shoulders, press back up to all fours. Shake it out. All right, second side. So right hand stays planted on the mat. Those fingers are spread wide to help ground you. And then inhale, reach that left arm up towards the sky. Maybe roll out the wrist. And then bring it underneath that armpit. Some folks might even want to take a half bind here if you're open already and that's calling your name. Feel free to take it. One more breath. There's something so calming about thread the needle sometimes. And then bring that right hand, if it's up and overhead, underneath your shoulders, press back up. From here, untuck the toes, send the hips back for down dog. Now here I want you to pedal out the feet and take a nice generous bend in your knees. Rarely, if this is our first down dog of the day, are any of us ready to strike a gorgeous down dog. So I really want you to take care here. I'm going to bend my knees generously. And then from here, your hips are reaching up towards the sky, which really helps to lengthen your spine from crown to tail. Option to stay here if this is feeling good, or to move forward into plank. So if you're moving forward into plank, inhale, shift forward. You might need to adjust your hands. Press up and out of those hands on the mat. And then exhale, send those hips back up behind you. 2 more times, just flowing back and forward. Inhale to plank, and exhale back to down dog. Last time, come forward to plank, and then send it back up. So strong. Perfect. Now from here, actually I lied, we're going to come back to plank one more time. Everyone meet us there, and then we're going to slowly lower all the way down to the belly, or get there through knees, chest, chin. So I'm going to do that. Knees, hug those elbows in, lower down, chest, and then chin. Shoot out those legs, lengthen them nice and long, zip the toes together in inner thighs, then bring those hands underneath the shoulders, elbows come towards the midline. On an inhale, raise the chest, rise up, baby cobra. And exhale back down. 2 more times, inhale, lift. Neck is nice and long, and exhale back down. Last time, keep hugging those elbows in, inhale, lift. And exhale back down. All right, tuck those toes, come back up to all fours, and then we're actually going to sit on our heels. So from here, we're just going to continue to stretch this area, really opening up across our collarbone here. So from here, you're going to take your hands and then grab your elbows behind your back. If this isn't accessible, all good. You can grab your t-shirt, but really we're just trying to open up across the chest here, and grabbing your elbows is one way to do that. So whatever you're doing, close your eyes here and just take a moment. Take a few breaths. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. You can always have a pillow underneath your booty if that feels nice for some extra support. And then gently release the grasp of your elbows. Shake it out. Feels good. And then from here, back to our favorite all fours. And this time we're actually going to move into rabbit pose. So knees underneath your hips. And then we're going to slowly lower our crown all the way down to the mat. So you can walk your hands back and then bring the crown of your head to the mat. Again, always an option to use a block or a pillow if that feels nice. But we're really going to be stretching our neck and our upper back. So once you're there, again, crown is on the mat, you're going to extend your arms back towards your feet. If you can grab your heels, great. If not, you can grab your calves, or you can just lay your hands next to the calves here on the mat. So take your version, and wherever you are, then begin to lift the hips more towards the sky. So that will just help bring your weight forward a little bit to open up that upper back and neck area. Rabbit is known to calm us. And it's kind of like a baby inversion where you're bringing, your head below your heart. Beautiful. To get out of rabbit pose, lower your hips down towards your ankles. Perfect. Release those hands and then raise the chest back up. Did you like that one? I like that one. Okay, from here, swing those feet out in front of you, plant your feet, and then plant your hands behind you. Your fingers are going to be pointing forward towards your feet. On an inhale, raise your hips. We're going to reverse tabletop. Neck extends behind you, nice and natural. And then lower back down. Perfect. From here, scoot forward on your mat and then lower all the way back down. We're going to end class, or the short flow, with a nice twist. So on your next breath, squeeze that right knee into the chest. You can roll it out if you want, if that feels good on the hips. And then you're going to scoot the hips over to the right just a little bit, and then fold that knee across the chest. Right arm is out from your shoulder like a T, a half T, and then gaze can be up at the sky or across the right arm. Close your eyes. See if you can send breath towards the front and back of your body. Beautiful. Gently bring the right knee back to your chest, hug it out one more time, and then send it nice and long down in front of you. On your next breath, inhale, squeeze the left knee into chest. And we'll take it on the second side. So roll out the hips, that feels good. And then when you're ready, send the knee across the body. And remember, for twists, you actually want to keep both of your shoulders on the mat, which might mean that you need to, take the twist up a little bit. And that just targets a different area of the spine for the twist. I love feeling twist and just how I can feel everything ringing out. Feels nice. Then after your next cycle of breath, unravel the twist. So bring that left knee back in towards the chest. We're going to hug both knees in this time. On an inhale, raise your forehead. Come to a nice tiny ball. Squeeze it all in. And exhale, let it go. We've done all these twists and working on our neck and shoulders. So Shavasana not only is a great way to end class, but it's a good way to sort of bring us back to center and neutralize. So close your eyes, let go of every little bit of physical effort, and just take the last few breaths for yourself. Wiggle your fingers and toes Bring some movement back into the body. And inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And then roll to one side to come to fetal position. From here, use that top hand to help you press back up. Come to seated. We'll just bring our hands together in prayer at chest. Thank you, yogis, for taking time out of your day to stretch and move with me. I hope you feel so much better. Namaste. Take care.